What's up, family? It's your favorite Realtor Earl, Realtor with the Bell Tower Real Estate team of eXp Realty. And on today's show, my special guest is none other than branch manager as well as mortgage extraordinaire, Mr. Mike Hartnett. Mike, how you doing, buddy?
Doing great, Earl. Great to see you again.
Absolutely, my friend. Always a pleasure when we get together, whether we're talking Vikings or Bears or,
Mostly the Bears.
Yeah, right. Totally understandable. Totally understandable. But yeah, like I said, man, I definitely appreciate you taking the time out today. Your busy schedule, just to come in and hang out with me for a little bit. So Mike, for people that don't know, what made you become a mortgage lender?
Well, that's a great question. And it's kind of twofold. I was actually in a totally different industry for 12 years.
Okay.
And my roommate from college started in the mortgage. He started a mortgage company. And he called me and he needed investors. And I came down and visited with him. And I said, yes, I would invest. And then the more I got into the business, the more I enjoyed it. So long story short, I quit my job of 12 years, packed up the family. We were pregnant with our third child, and we moved from Chicago to Virginia. But I'm really excited about the business because of the relationships I build with the borrowers and seeing first-time home buyers get their house for the first time. It's just a great feeling, and that's what really drove me to the business.
Gotcha. Yeah, Mike, that's a brilliant story. Like I said, for you to fall in love with it from first glance, almost,
Yep.
is really, really amazing. What would you say, Mike, during your career, or just in general, what were some of the oddest requests you may have received from clients?
Well, it wasn't quite an odd request. It was an odd happening. When I was probably up until about 7 years ago, every loan application, you sat down with the borrower from start to finish, took the application and talked. Well, we would pull the credit. And on the credit report, sometimes is there different names that appears in credit. And when I pulled the credit and I sat down with this couple, they looked at the credit report and the husband saw some alias names of his wife that he didn't know about. So they excused themselves from the meeting and went outside and talked. He came back in and said that they would get back with me tomorrow. And I'm still waiting for them to call me back and see if they want to finish the loan application. So it was quite a unique experience, to say the least.
Man, how long ago was that, would you say?
Oh, I think it was about 9 or 10 years ago. Yep.
Maybe they're still thinking about it, maybe.
Exactly. I know there was probably a long ride home in the car together. That's for sure.
Absolutely. Interesting. Very interesting.
Yep.
So, Mike, what would you say would be some of the greatest challenges in not only being a lender, but a business owner as well?
I guess some of the biggest challenges is that we have so much technology now. Like I said, I used to do every loan application face-to-face with my borrowers. I thought we built a good rapport there because that's when you really get to talk. If you're sitting there for an hour, pulling credit, talking about their credit, bank accounts, their employment, there's that bonding period where you learn a lot about each other. Now, 99% of my loan applications are done online. So I do follow up afterwards, after they've done the loan application, but I think you missed something there. So what I've done is gone back and I'm actually in the process of doing this now, is putting together a whole video campaign where they get videos during each part of the process. When we sit down to do the numbers, we're doing it in using Zoom, and we're talking together there. So I'm trying to go back and build that relationship that I think we sort of lost a little bit of, and that distinguishes us from other lenders. Some lenders out there, that's all they want. They want the loan application and they're just going to send you numbers and you move on.
Right.
I want to build it back to high tech, but high touch. And I'm in the process of doing that now. And just in the little bit that I've started, I'm already seeing a better effect, a better relationship, and a better communication, which I think is imperative. People are like, okay, text something happened with the appraisal or something like that. So I'm doing a lot more video, a lot more calling, talking, also explaining the process. Because a lot of times, first-time home buyers, they really don't know what the next step is.
Right.
So I'm putting together a video catalog that they can go through, and here's what an appraisal is about: the home inspection, the loan application, underwriting, and just putting this all together that they'll have, that they can look at, but also communicating with me directly. And I think that's important.
That is super important. Like you said, we're in a know you, like you, trust you business. So it's built completely on relationships and communication. So yeah, no, that's definitely a great thing that you're doing. I love the idea. Like I said, different stages of the process, sending different videos. That's groundbreaking. I mean, I haven't seen it yet. So to me, it definitely be exciting to see you guys push that through going forward.
Well, keep your eyes peeled. They'll be coming.
Oh yeah, I'll stay on top of it, Mike. So Mike, tell me this. Throughout Hampton Roads, I know you travel, throughout Hampton Roads, from here on the peninsula to the south side, to Williamsburg. What would you say is some of, or one or two of, your favorite restaurants in those areas?
That's a great question, because I love restaurants. But I'm going to share one. It's a smaller restaurant in Williamsburg. It's called Casa Pearl.
Okay.
It's near Virginia Beer Company.
Okay.
And they have great oysters, great tacos, but it's a small restaurant. So sometimes we'll go to Virginia Beer Company. We'll go over there, put our reservation in, and sometimes we can run over to Virginia Beer Company, have a beer, and then come back. But I would say that's one of the best little restaurants that I love. And then for pizza, Little Charlie's. I love pizza, and Little Charlie's is great. And I always get the large pie, even if it's just me and my wife, because I want that extra pizza the next morning. There's nothing better than warmed up pizza the next day. You put it in a pan.
Yes, sir.
Put the lid over the pan and just brown the bottom of it. Perfect.
Hey man, that's an excellent. Hey, thank you for those tips. I love pizza myself, so I'm definitely going to be using those tips for sure.
Little Charlie's is great.
Little Charlie's, okay.
Yep.
Little Charlie's. Hey, I'll be coming to see you soon for sure.
I'll take you there for lunch.
Hey man, sounds like an excellent idea. Outside of that, Mike, running your business and outside of enjoying community activities, as well as different restaurants with you and the family, what are some other things that you enjoy doing just for fun?
Well, we travel. We just did a big family trip. We did a trip to Greece, which was great. It was exciting. We had a good time with the family. It was one of those bucket list things. We said we'd do it with the kids. COVID came. We had to delay it a couple years. So that was probably one of the best things we've done is the trip, and we're planning more. And the other thing I do for fun is I mountain bike. So I mountain bike with a small group, about 6 guys that we ride with. And then I'm a member in the Eastern Virginia Mountain Bike Club.
Oh, wow. Okay.
And that goes from Williamsburg to Virginia Beach. There's new trails being opened in Virginia Beach as we speak. Hopefully, I think the first quarter or half the trails is already open, and we're working on more there. But I love mountain bike riding. It's out in the woods, usually just a small group of people, and you can get away for a couple hours, and usually your phone doesn't bother you out there. So it's great. So that's what I like doing now.
Yeah, no, I can definitely relate to that, man. Being a country boy myself, I'm from the country, so I always love going home, man, and be able to hang out with family and just enjoy that peace and quiet for a little while.
Yep.
Cell phone service is always an issue. But hey, it's it's always a great thing.
It's part of our job.
Oh, yes, sir. It definitely is, Mike. Hey, Mike, I really appreciate you taking the time to hang out with me today. As you know, my team and I are striving to not only shed light on businesses here local to us here in Newport News, but throughout Hampton Roads as a whole. So yeah, I really appreciate you taking that time out to share, some of your great experience throughout the years and just your overall business and professionalism as well. All right.
Well, Thank you very much for inviting me, and it was great seeing you again.
Absolutely, Mike. You're very welcome, my friend. I look forward to seeing you real soon. And for more information on prime lending and Mr. Mike Hartnett, be sure to click the link below in the bio, or in the description, I shall say. It'll lead you right to the depth and wealth of information that he has. And until next time, as always, stay safe, stay blessed, stay up.